on the air since 1951. This is The Legend. 105.3, 95.3, WDXE.
Hey, it's time for a Friends and Neighbors Hour.
Yeah.
And Keith Durham is in the house. Hey, buddy.
How you doing this morning?
Well, just like a brand new road grader.
I wish I had a brand new road grader.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
The problem is they don't stay new long.
Well, yeah, I've got one.
Oh, do you?
I do. I had somebody give me one.
Man, how does somebody give somebody a...
Well, it's only about that big.
Oh, I got you.
But it is a brand new one.
I was like, you're talking about being in the right place at the right time for somebody to give you a road grader. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I've got it in my office because I say that a lot. And,
Yeah.
and somebody sent one up here to me. and now I've got a sure enough brand new road grader.
Maybe your rooster is up on that shelf too somewhere.
I don't know. I lost Festus. Somebody stole him.
A long time ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
That's okay, though. We got Captain America up there. See him hanging up
Oh,
there?
I did see him. I didn't see him before.
Yeah,
How
Captain
long's he been
America's
up there?
watching over us.
How long has he been up there?
He's been up there a while.
My goodness, I've never noticed that.
He's been up there a while.
And I fiddled with that thing before, and I've never noticed.
Well, he wasn't up there when we was messing. He's been up there
Oh,
maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks or something like that.
I got you.
And I forget about him being up there. Every once in a while I see it. But anyway, so you got big plans today? You got big stuff?
I sort of do. You know, we have our success meetings on Wednesdays, the second Wednesday of the month. Is this the second Wednesday of the month? It is, isn't it?
Is it really?
Yeah. And so we have all of our area supervisors come in to do a success meeting, and then I've got to go to Muscle Shoals, Alabama. I've got some fees to pay. I'm building a new store down there, so this is not the Quickmart hour, but that's what I'm going to do.
That's all right.
I got a plan to go to Muscle Shoals today and talk to the building inspector and to pay some fees.
Well, you got to do the real job.
Yeah, I got to do the real job. Absolutely.
Like me, I have to leave here and go do the real job.
Exactly.
That's right. Anyway, but we'll have some fun between now and then. We'll take your phone calls throughout the hour, 766-9393. If you want to talk to me and Keith about anything, we know a lot of things.
Well, I need some advice on some things, so maybe somebody can call in and give me some advice. I'm going to do something tonight that I haven't done in a long time.
Yeah?
And I'm talking probably 15 years or so. We're having the youth at our house for a swim party as part of Youth Vacation Bible School.
Okay.
And I'm going to do the devotion for the youth tonight.
Okay.
And I haven't spoken to a group of youth in years. I mean, Annie and I used to do the youth group at our church years ago. But but you know, at church now I have an older class. When I say older class, Amy and I are probably some of the youngest people in there, and we're in our mid-50s.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a good class.
Yeah.
We love our class. And,
Yeah.
And speaking of that, if you want to come and be a part of our Sunday school class, come on. We have a cup of coffee and we sit down. And it's casual but we talk about the Lord and Jesus Christ and the Word of God, and those are things that, and it's an open discussion. It's not me sitting there lecturing you for an hour or anything like that. So, but I haven't spoken to youth in a long time, and youth today. As you well know, because you've got a teenager.
Oh, yeah.
And my son's the same age.
Right.
And they are experiencing a different teenage life than you and I did.
Very much so.
And so how do you relate to that? You know, are there commonalities? And so here I've got 5 or 6 things that I'm thinking about making the subject, and maybe somebody can call in and say the youth need to know that. First thing is these are topics that I need to pick 1 or 2 from, and so maybe somebody can help me pick. First off is choose your friends wisely. I can't say this enough, and I think it does relate back to me. When I was growing up, I was very fortunate to have Christian friends. Yeah. And it kept me out of a lot of trouble. Yeah. It really did. And so when I look back in life and say, hey, why weren't you in jail 1,000 times? It's because the folks I hung out with, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You know, I didn't hang out with people who drank or took drugs or anything like that. Now, we were crazy. We rolled yards and we did the purse trick and we did things like that.
Sure.
Cruised the strip. We had all kinds of fun.
More harmless fun.
Yeah, harmless type fun.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. Choose your friends wisely.
I like that one.
Is that a good topic for tonight?
I like it.
What about do the right things always? Be a person of integrity. Is that a good lesson for youth these days?
I think all of your lessons are probably going to be good.
Yeah. What about find your voice?
Okay, explain that.
So God has given us all unique talents. 1 Peter 4:10 says that God has given us all different gifts and unique talents. So find your voice in that, you know, and be the leader there. God has made you different from everybody else.
Right.
You know, you're not like the next person, so you don't have to be the next person. Be yourself. Be who God made you to be. And what about don't be afraid to fail? Are youth afraid to fail these days? I mean, I'm thinking back. I was.
Oh yeah, we all had that.
Yeah.
I think.
And then the other one would be faithful in the small things.
Yeah.
Be faithful in the small things, and I think that's a good lesson to learn while you're young. It might not be one for a poolside devotional, you know.
Yeah.
Because you could really. I'm not going to teach an hour. I'm talking about. I got to speak for maybe 15 minutes, you know.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to.
That was going to be my advice: is keep it short.
Yeah, it's going to be short.
Because they want to have a good time.
Yeah, they want to have a good time, and I understand that, and so anyway, that's the other one is learn how to forgive. Learn how to forgive, and in social media these days, I think that's with the presence of social media these days, I think that's very important for young people to learn because there's some ugly things that get said to people, and young folks harbor those feelings, and hey, just forgive that person. That, you know, for them to say that is not right. So you shouldn't. You should forgive them for even saying that, not harbor that feeling. You know.
Yeah.
So
those are all good lessons. Man.
Yeah. So anyway, I may do the choose your friends wisely because it really had an effect on my life, and I can really speak to that.
I think that's a real good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could fold any of those points into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure enough, that's nice.
Yeah. So anyway, I haven't done that in a long time, and so I'm sort of throwing these topics around to sort of. I should have already had it done, but anyway, I'm going to pick one of these.
Well, I pray that the Lord will bless your effort in that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
And it hits home with the spirit of those kids.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Very good. Very, very good. Good stuff. You got a bunch coming, I guess.
Well, I don't know, but I hope so.
Daniel is leaving Friday on their mission camp trip that he did. He's done this before with their youth group, and so they have a big time. I forget, it's up near. I can't remember where they're going, but it's pretty good ways off, and he'll be gone several days, and they do some mission work around in that community up there, wherever it is. I can't remember where it is.
My son went with Mars Hill. They went on a youth trip to somewhere in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And was there for about a week.
Yeah.
So they just got back.
I think this is up above Dixon somewhere up in there.
Oh, okay, so it's pretty close to home though.
Yeah, it's not too far.
Yeah. Well, good. That's a good thing to learn. Is that hey, your mission field is close to home.
That's true.
And a lot of people think, well, for me to be a missionary, I need to go overseas. No.
It's more of a youth retreat, and they put some mission activities in with it and all that kind of stuff.
And I think that's good. You know, the church that I go to, we're a mission-minded church, and I believe in missions and the efforts of missionaries and stuff like that. So I think it's good for youth to learn, because I can remember growing up. I don't know how it got, but I can remember growing up and being in church. Did missionaries ever come and talk about their in your church? The missionaries ever come and talk about the things that they're doing? And I can remember as a youth, I thought, oh my goodness, when's this going to be over?
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. But now I'm super mesmerized by it and how God works through those folks. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm impressed with your list, and I like the first one, which is choosing your friends, because kids are so easily influenced.
Yes. Yeah.
And I've warned mine so many times to not be so easily influenced on anything and everything.
Yeah.
And to not be a follower as much as a leader.
Yeah, I agree.
And it takes a little effort.
Yeah.
It takes a little effort. It sure does.
Well, you know, everybody, especially youth, everybody wants to have a friend, you know.
Sure.
And they want to be liked, and that's why it's so tough when they get social media and somebody says something derogatory towards them or something. It hurts them.
Well, of course, we as long as you can, keep them off the social media.
Yeah.
But at some point they'll be influenced by it.
Yeah.
So, I found out something a while ago. I was walking through the studio.
What was that?
And I found out somebody, a friend of mine, said, "Hey, come here, I want to tell you something. Did you know you're an influencer?" I'm an influencer.
Hey, well, congratulations.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, congratulations.
So I said, "What are you talking about?" It had to do with the shirt I was wearing.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a driving under the influencer.
No, no, no. You know what? That's the big thing these days is online. These influencers.
Yeah.
You know, and some of them make big bucks being influencers.
Yeah, you better believe it.
So if I was a real influencer, you know, like one of those online influencers,
Yeah.
then people would pay attention to what I wear, and then I could help the companies sell what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
But I'm just not that big.
You should better start wearing name brand stuff where people
Well,
can see it.
that's what happened. Is I was wearing a certain shirt that this person saw and liked, and so they asked me about it. And I told them what it was. So then their husband went and started buying these same shirts. And
Oh, okay.
So she said, "You're an influencer."
I like
So
that.
there you go. How about that?
I like that.
It's 8:18. Keith Durham's in the house, and I've seen earlier that it was Blueberry Day.
Oh,
And you
really?
got a blue shirt on.
I do have a blue shirt on.
Which reminded me of the blueberries.
You know why? Because I hate to say this, I had only white shirts and blue shirts.
Yeah.
That wasn't dirty.
White shirts and blue shirts.
So I had to put a blue shirt on.
I like that shirt. But what I was going to say is, do you like blueberries?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So I like, I don't know why, but I cannot eat blueberry pie.
Yeah.
But I like blueberry everything else. I like blueberry donuts.
Oh.
I like blueberry pancakes. I mean,
okay.
stuff like that. But I don't like blueberries in a mush, I guess.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Well, see, I told earlier that I like just fresh blueberries to eat, but I don't necessarily like them cooked in anything.
Yeah, and I like them in a bowl of cereal and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and eat them in a bowl of cereal, but that's the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole.
You know.
Yeah, but I don't like blueberry pie. I had an aunt that used to make this blueberry deal and had whipped cream on it, and everybody that's listening has seen this, and it's just not my cup of tea. You know, it was probably really delicious, but I can't do it.
Okay. Well, we solved that problem. I went up to yesterday morning. I was up in Etheridge area on Russing Road up there.
Yeah.
And I can't think of the Amish name, but they've got a big, huge vegetable stand up there. I went there specifically to see if they had some fresh tomatoes, and they did.
Yeah.
I'm talking about lots of them. And he had all kind of other stuff too, but he said his watermelons will be coming in next week.
Ooh.
And
Coming in from where, Florida?
No, homegrown.
Oh, homegrown.
They'll be picking watermelon sometime next week.
Okay, good.
And they had so many tomatoes in boxes that I asked him. I said, "Are these locally grown here with you, or did you ship these in?" He said, "No. These are our tomatoes." He said, "We grow them right back there,
Right back there, and he pointed.
right back there." And I was like, "Wow, they had a ton of beautiful tomatoes."
I need to go out there and get some.
Well, I got some yesterday.
Yeah.
And I hadn't had breakfast yet
Yeah.
when I got those tomatoes, and so I like a good fresh tomato with eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So I was headed to a particular restaurant, and I took my own tomato in with me,
Hey, there you go. Brown bag of tomato in the door. There you go.
and they didn't care. I mean,
No.
they brought me a knife and had my tomato with my eggs.
In a similar case, there was a restaurant in town that we used to meet at. It's been years ago.
Yeah.
It was the old restaurant bus station down there.
Oh
Bus
yeah,
station.
yeah, absolutely.
And for whatever reason, they had awesome pancakes, but they had generic syrup. And
Generic syrup.
so
Oh.
I would bring in a newspaper with my not Aunt Jemima, it's the Mrs. Buttersworth.
Oh,
I had
you
my
like that Mrs. Buttersworth?
Oh, I love Mrs. Butterworth, and I'd roll it up in the newspaper, and I'd come in with it, because I would brown bag my syrup in. So,
Yeah. Do you like pure maple syrup?
no, I don't.
Do you not really?
No, it's, and I think that was the flavor of the syrup that was there.
Yeah.
I like a thicker syrup too.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
pure maple syrup's not that thick.
No, that's
but,
what I like.
But
I
it
like-
is good.
I
It's
like
good.
thick syrup, not thin.
Okay, Peggy, you gonna chime in with us?
Yes, I've got my mind on what you're talking about. I used to teach a young class at church, at middle school. I was wondering what how old the age group is, and is it a range?
Yeah, it's all teenagers, and so
Oh, it's all teenagers.
yeah, so it'd be 9th grade through 12th graders.
Okay, and how many do you think it'll be?
There's probably going to be, I would say, maybe 10 or 15. We don't have a
Well, so do
huge
you have
class.
small tables where you could divide them into 2 or 3 groups?
Oh, that's
no.
gonna take too long. We ain't gonna do that.
No, tell me what you got.
One of the things I was reflecting on is a good topic as far as choosing your friends is also you're learning to say no. Sometimes it's no to the friendship, but sometimes it's no to your friends. And one of the things you run into, I was just thinking if it was where they're really more interested in each other and what they think than you. I mean, at that age.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
But you're listening. I used to do this. You can do this in any age group. But where they talk about a subject, where I frame it in a way where they're discussing it, and you say, and then you can broaden it some way or depersonalize it. An example is like. Like for example, kids don't like to tell other people no. But one of the ways to defend themselves is, well, look, my mother always checks with my dad. And until I check with mother and daddy, it's embarrassing for me to tell somebody I could do something and not know if I can or not. I was just going to throw that out. It just brought some memories back.
Yeah.
All right.
Peggy, I made a note of that because I made a note to learn how to say no. You know, that's tough even for me today. It's tough for adults to say no to their peers because, you know, we still want to be in the group or in the gang and stuff. But we should learn how to say no, especially when it goes against our convictions. And
Sure.
you know, the Lord convicts you, or at least it does me when I'm in a conversation I shouldn't be in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I don't say no enough, to be honest with you.
Probably.
And
I think we're all probably guilty of that.
Yeah,
some.
absolutely. And so I took a note of that. Thank you, Peggy.
Saying no to myself is a hard thing sometimes.
Saying no to food is my big deal.
I fell to the temptation of ice cream last night.
Listen, we made 2 things of homemade ice cream on the 4th of July, and we had a crowd of folks over to watch the fireworks at the house, and so my wife, it's her duty to finish it off, finish off the ice cream.
Finish it off, yeah.
Yeah, so. I put what was left. We made vanilla and chocolate, and so I come home last night, and both of the ice cream containers are in the sink.
See, I'm more lazy than that.
Are you?
The homemade ice cream deal. We had a gathering at our house. It's been 2-3 years ago now.
Yeah.
And we wanted to have some ice cream, so I had this bright idea. I went to Deerfield Market, out there where the market basket used to be.
Yeah.
And you know, they've got those nice big tubs of ice cream down in there,
Yeah.
the hard ice cream. I just bought one of those.
Well,
The whole thing.
That's too easy.
It is easy.
So, but that's okay.
And carried it home and said, here's the ice cream.
Well, nobody ever turn it. Anybody that's got their mindset on ice cream doesn't turn it down because it's not
Right.
homemade, you know.
Right.
But you know, I got a little trick if you're making homemade ice cream. I don't have a big White Mountain cooler that does, you know, one of the, you know, I'd love to have one. But
Yeah.
I've got a little Walmart brand, and I have to help it along. And so I mix my mix up and put it in the freezer. And it will start, right as it starts to freeze, it takes about 3 hours, but it'll start to freeze, get really cold, start to freeze.
Yeah.
If you'll get it to that point and then put it in the ice cream mixer,
Oh.
it'll freeze pretty quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking within 15 minutes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I remember the old days when I was little enough that my job was to sit on the ice cream,
Oh, really?
to sit on the ice cream cranker and crank.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've
Been a
cranked an ice cream
long
machine.
time ago. Yeah. Yeah, we had one many years ago, and it seemed like that was a big deal way back when, as everybody made homemade ice cream. So.
Well, they had the right churner in there. Those, if you look at those White Mountain churners, they got little round circles on them. That creates air pockets in there, and that's what helps it freeze.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know why they can't do. Well, you can't really do it with plastic; it'd be too flimsy. But that's
Yeah.
why they don't do it today.
Oh, okay.
It takes a little bit longer to do it in a plastic.
Oh well, that's the ice cream experts that we are.
Yes, we are. And, you know, I'm on the consumer side of that more than anything. So.
All right. Well, did you experience any of the local flooding yesterday?
No, not that I know of.
I just saw a picture. There was a road washed out somewhere. I mean, there was evidently some really downpour, heavy rain in Lawrenceburg yesterday afternoon.
Now, 2 days
we
ago,
were out.
2 days ago, it really fell a flood over at my house.
Yeah. Well, it's very localized.
Yeah.
You know, heavy downpours.
Yeah.
But we've still got some air, even with all the work that's been done. When the water comes down that hard and fast, it's hard for it to get anywhere to go. In fact, I saw a post that said that Little Capone's restaurant had to be evacuated yesterday.
Oh, really?
Now, I may be wrong about that, but I thought I saw that posted.
Wow.
That the water came down so hard and fast that it must have got up into that restaurant there.
Well, I went to the John Rose event on the square last night at 1819, and when I came home, it had rained. The ditches were full, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, I must have missed it. So.
Yeah. Well, tell us about the John Rose event.
Oh, it went really good.
Yeah.
It went real good.
So what's your take on that?
So here's the deal. Rick Skillington called me and asked me, would I go? And I said, sure, I'll go, because I can only speak from my own experience. And folks that know me know that I'm not a politician. I'm not politically minded or anything like that. But a couple times a year, with Quick Mart stores and with the Fuel and Convenience Store Association, I get to go with a group of folks to Washington, D.C., and we're not paid lobbyists or anything like that, but we advocate for things that benefit the C-store business and the fuel business, and really any other small businesses that have the same mechanisms we have as far as credit card processing and stuff like that. And so, you know, my experience is Marsha Blackburn won't even talk to Tennesseans.
Yeah.
I've been to her door as a Tennessean with a group of Tennesseans and have to be in the hallway. You can't even come in the office. And that's just not right. And John Rose, last time I was in Washington, D.C., there's a tunnel that goes from the Raven Building over to the Capitol. And so if you're one of those representatives up there, you don't have to get your feet wet to go over to the Capitol. You know, you just walk in tunnels and get over there. Yeah. Same way on the Senate side. But anyway, they're open to the public once you get in there. You know, you can walk in between buildings if you want to. So we're walking between the Raven Building and the Capitol. We're going to go to the Capitol Grill, or Capitol. They got a little deli in there, a restaurant that you can have lunch at. And so we were going over there for lunch. And John Rose was heading back to the Raven Building, and he sees our group along the way, and he recognizes some folks in the group. He doesn't recognize me because I don't know him, you know. But he said, "Hey, where are you guys going?" And then he said, I think he recognized Tommy Burns, and Tommy said, "Hey, we're going over to the Capitol to eat lunch." He said, "Look, I don't have anything after 2 o'clock. If you guys get finished eating lunch and want to drop by and see me." He said, "Okay, we will." And so our group did. We weren't assigned to John Rose's office. We had several.
Now, what office is he holding?
He holds representative of one of the districts in Tennessee.
One of the districts, yeah.
And so he is a U.S. representative. And so we went to his office, and he sat on the couch, took time with us, and heard our concerns, took notes, everything like that. A totally different experience than what Marsha Blackburn did, and not just on one occasion, but 2 occasions. Yeah. And so I seen these ads, or not ads. I seen this Channel 5 was trying to interview her, you know, and she was just brushing them off.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's the way she does everybody. And, you know, and I'll make no excuses for her for that. But listen, I've voted for Marsha Blackburn time and time again. Yeah. But I will not be voting for her this time. And I don't think anybody that has a small business that accepts MasterCard or Visa, or if you're a consumer and you use your credit cards, you have no business voting for Marsha Blackburn, because she has sided with the banks. And the reason she sided with the banks, I believe, is because she has someone close to her that's in the banking business. And let me tell you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Credit Card Competition Act. Yeah. We're advocating for Congress to pass rules that allows competition in the marketplace. Yeah. And we're not asking them to set rates or anything like that. We're asking for competition in the marketplace. Isn't that what America's about?
It's supposed to be, yeah.
And so, anyway, we feel like competition in the marketplace would drive down those transaction fees. Yeah. So, have you been to a restaurant lately, or maybe some of the listeners have been to a restaurant or a store lately, that if you pay with a credit card, they charge you extra? Yeah. And that's because they're getting charged on the backside extra.
Yeah, it's costing them.
Yeah, it costs a whole lot of money, not just a little bit of money, but a whole lot of money. And what people don't understand is back about 15 years ago, it's been about 2012, 2013, something like that, the federal government came out with this new rules, and it was called EMV, and it was a new type of security for credit cards, and it's the little chip that you see on your card.
Sure.
So used to you had to swipe your card, and now there's a chip, the chip that's there.
You
that
just
you have to
wave
use.
it.
Yeah, you can tap it if you want to. Some have the tap feature on there.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, this was supposed to be a new way to prevent fraud and take some of that burden off of the credit card companies. In turn, if the merchants would upgrade their hardware and everything to accept EMV, the rates would go down. Well, guess what? The merchants spent millions and billions of dollars to do that, but the rates didn't drop.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so we, as a merchant, we done those things, and we didn't see the benefit of it, and now we're getting charged more per transaction, and the consumer is feeling it more than anything else. And we've got
Yeah, because businesses don't really have a choice but to pass that cost along.
well, this ain't the Quick Mart hour, but at Quick Mart we don't. We suck it up.
Yeah.
So but it
But
costs
a lot
us.
of businesses can't.
So I don't have the exact numbers, but tomorrow I'll talk about the exact numbers. But one of our talking points is that just at our location, we have 39 locations, and the credit card fees is more than 2.5 times the utility fees. That's gas, water, sewer, electricity at all 39 of our stores. Take that, double it again, and half of that. That's what our credit card fees are.
That's amazing.
It's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. Next to payroll, it's our second highest expense.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, and it's not just us. It's everybody who accepts credit cards is going through that.
No wonder the banks have all the money.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And they say, oh well, if we reduce the rate, and we're not even asking them to reduce the rate. All we're asking is let there be competition in the marketplace.
So why is there not competition?
Because two companies hold, and they have a huge lobby on this, and so what we're really talking about is we're talking about two of the biggest companies in the world, not just America, but in the world, against every small business person or every small business in the world.
Yeah.
And you've got a senator who's siding with them, and won't even talk to you about relief at all. So that's where I say.
So
If you run a business, then you accept credit cards. You've got no business voting for Marshall Black.
okay, well here I'm being dumb here.
And I've never been that bold in stating that kind of stuff.
I'm being dumb here, but of course it's not hard for me to do that. But you see all kinds of credit card advertisements.
Yeah.
But at the back of that there's only two.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Now there's more than two.
I'm just trying to figure out how many there's, and we're bombarded all the time, take our credit card and get another credit card, whatever.
Yeah.
But the major players are who?
Well, the major players are MasterCard, Visa.
Yeah, MasterCard, Visa.
Yeah, those are the two major players. But you got other players too, like Discovers and all those kind of things.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So they make a lot of money on. I'm not necessarily saying anything against them, but what Marcia says that, hey, you need to sit down and talk to them and work out a deal. Okay, here's the deal. Congress asked them to come before Congress, and guess what? They didn't show up. So if you can't get them to show up, how are we going to sit down at the table with them?
Yeah.
Because if you remember, what's the senator's name from Louisiana?
Oh, Kennedy.
Yeah, Kennedy.
I like Kennedy.
Kennedy says, hey, where's your CEO at today? They sent some accountant from 6th floor,
Yeah.
He's like, where's your CEO today? Did he not think it was important to come to Congress?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
We got somebody who wants to talk to us. Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Hey, how are you, Miss Jimmy Ann?
I'm good. I got a comment here. First, back on the White Mountain, I think they went out of business. I've got two, and I'm holding on to them dearly. They make wonderful ice cream.
They do.
But I was checking, we have an American Express business card. And I was just checking on that account the other day and talking to one of their representatives. And one of our employees had a gold American Express card. I got talking to her about that. She said, you can get a white one, but
because there was a $75 fee on my statement that I did not understand. And she said it's because his card is gold. If you change the card color from gold to white, the $75 fee is dropped.
Yeah.
So it's just, you pay $75 to have a gold card to look important.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Y'all have a good day.
Hey, we want to look important though.
It's in my wallet most of the time, so who received it?
That's right. Hey, that's awesome. Thank you. That's good information.
And the platinum card costs more than that.
The
I think
platinum
the platinum card's
card-
$175 if I'm not mistaken, or something like that.
Oh,
It's
okay.
high. So, and she's right. They did
Just get a plain Jane card.
Well, they say, well, there's benefits that come with that. Well, they know most people don't even use those benefits, or it takes so long to accumulate some benefit that it's minuscule.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the game that's being played.
And if you get online and try to find the best deal on a credit card,
Yeah.
good luck.
Well, let me tell you, if you can, I'm sort of Dave Ramsey on this, but when I was young, I lived in Washington D.C. Younger when I lived and worked in Washington D.C. So I didn't carry a lot of cash on me.
Yeah.
So I had an American Express, just like Jimmy Ann just said.
Right.
And it cost a fee to have an American Express.
Right.
But what I liked about American Express was that it's not a credit. They don't consider themselves a credit card because you got to pay it off every single
Right.
month.
You can't carry the balance.
Yeah. So I developed a habit of doing that.
Right.
I didn't. The habit was I didn't buy anything I couldn't pay for anyway. I just didn't carry cash because I rode the subway every day. I rode the bus every day. I walked on the sidewalk every day.
Yep.
And to that end, I never got mugged. Nobody ever asked me for my money or anything like that. So hindsight being 20/20, I could have just carried cash.
Yeah.
But I don't have. There's a lot of those fees that doesn't happen on debit cards.
Right.
Versus a credit card. But the problem is, have you ever had your debit card stolen or the debit card?
Yeah, the debit
stolen?
card is a good thing, but it's also a little scary.
Yeah, because you got access to your bank account.
Access to your banking account.
So I have a credit card that has nothing to do with my bank. I have one, and that's it. One credit card that has nothing to do with my bank, but I have it set up to draw its payment from my checking account every month. So it's it's a no-brainer thing for me. Is that whatever I spend on my credit card automatically gets drawn from the checking account, and it's paid 100% every month.
Yeah.
And that's because I don't. Listen, when I was younger, I got caught in the trap of, hey, making those monthly payments.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it is a burden. It is a burden. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Yep. As a younger person, I did the same thing, and it's not good. Hey, you're back again.
Yes, he might want to check, especially if these cards are international, but even national, if they have those non-disclosure agreements, because that's true with an awful lot of businesses now. And it could be the reason they didn't show up for Congress is because they didn't have to.
Well, yeah.
No, I'm serious,
Yeah.
because I know a lot about the pharmaceutical.
Yeah. Did you hang up on her?
No.
Peggy.
I want to change the subject if I could to his class. By the way, I've taught everything from youth up through very high-level people. Case studies work really well, and I don't know about youth, but people are really intimidated. They don't participate in Sunday school a lot of times because they assume you're talking about. But if you give them a case, something just to discuss, and then you and your wife go in the other room or something.
She keeps cutting out.
Peggy, you're cutting out.
She cut off on us. Anyway. Well, she's interested in your teaching that class, and it's not really that. You just want a little devotional before these kids can know the.
Yeah, but she's giving me some good ideas.
Some good ideas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, the credit card thing is just interesting because it's so complex.
It is.
And so everywhere. Well, let's see who wants to talk now. Hey, good morning. You're on with us.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
So I've been listening to y'all talk about the credit card,
Okay.
and I'm just going to say my 2 cents.
Okay.
There's a right way and a smart way to use a credit card, and then there's a stupid way.
I agree with that.
I agree with that too. Yes.
So I was going to say, I would never pay a fee for a credit card.
I agree with
I have
that.
a credit card that is a no fee,
Right.
and then
I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
You got to find the right card
Yes.
and the right business. But I'm gonna let Keith elaborate on that. Okay?
Here's what it's like. It's like learning how to juggle knives. Sharp knives.
Yeah.
You got to do it the exact right way, or it'll get you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or you get caught up in
Okay,
it.
thanks.
Because
Very good.
what's going to happen is life's going to happen. A bad month's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then once that happens, it's downhill from there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, good morning. You're on with us.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
This is a classic case study in two good scriptures, and you can come up with your own, but I want to throw this: honoring your father and mother, or obeying them, and choosing friends wisely. And these are two case studies that actually happened, not here, in another state, where we went to church. Good Christians. All right. One, they were going on a youth group. The parents told the daughter that was driving, I think it was a daughter, don't let anybody ride in the car that doesn't use a car seat. Well, the parents left that night and somebody brought a guest. I do not know how it ended, but I know it was either in a lawsuit. I know it may have ended up in a lawsuit because the person that didn't have the seatbelt on, they either got really hurt bad, or the whole family ended up in counseling. Was the last I heard. It was during a major time in my life. Okay, that's one example where you could come up with a case study that actually happened. A second has to do with some of our best friends went on a trip, told their children absolutely nobody. While we're gone, the kids decided to invite their best friends in. Word got out, and it was crashed. It wasn't. And as it turned out, some expensive jewelry, special things were stolen. Now, what you do is you do come up with a case study that actually happened, and you may come up with your own. Have them discuss it. You cover a little bit about, say, you discuss this among yourselves, and I would sit and read or run out of the classroom while they were discussing whatever I was teaching.
Okay.
And then they report on what they thought, what they would have done, how could it have been prevented, and how did those scriptures tie in. And this gives them interaction. I just wanted to throw that out as an idea because it can work on many areas.
That is a good idea.
All right.
I took a note of that.
Thank you, Peggy.
Just
Very good. It's 8:44 this morning.
Already?
It's 8:44. Can you believe it?
I can't believe it.
The hour goes by fast when you're having a good conversation.
I don't want anybody to take the last 30 minutes of the show and think I'm advocating using credit cards, because if you can do without it, that's the best way. Do without it. And I've got friends that they don't use them.
Yeah.
And they can't book a hotel room or anything like that, but they're okay with that.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of it's almost a necessity. You can get by without it, but it's difficult.
Yeah. We went to a Braves game a couple years ago, and it's a cashless society.
That's right. It's cashless.
So you've got to have
some kind of way to pay.
I mean, I didn't buy any, but even the guy that's just walking through the stand selling peanuts and beer, he's taking credit cards. I'm like, wow, that's weird. You know?
Yep.
So
yeah, it's a whole different thing. There's that you go to those events like that, and they're cashless.
yeah.
Yep.
But actually, that whole little section of town, I think they have created a cashless society around that stadium, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think you may be right.
Yeah.
I think you may be right. Missy and Brad and Daniel went with them. They went to a couple of Braves games just here a while back, not too long ago.
Yeah.
They had a great time.
So I got another 10-minute conversation.
Okay.
So have you noticed anywhere that you've been? We're talking about tipping now, okay? So I'm gonna get on the tipping bandwagon.
The tipping bandwagon, yes.
I'm a tipper, all right?
I am too.
And even if I get bad service, I'm a tipper, because I understand people can have a bad day, but when I go into a place, I don't think I have high expectations of being served. You know what I mean? I know that I'm going into a place to eat, and I've got all night. If it takes all night, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain about it. But listen, some of the guys I go with, I'm almost embarrassed to be with them. But
well, tell them to act right.
you
have
can't.
to tell them. You have to tell
They're
them.
already set in their ways.
Oh, okay.
It's
All
that
right.
kind of thing. But getting back on the tipping thing, 10% for years was the tip amount.
Sure.
10% of the bill.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, but now 20% seems to be the norm. But what seems to be the norm now is, is I don't know where they came up with this number, but now it's 22%. Have you seen that?
I've seen that, yeah.
I mean, where in the world? I mean, who's coming up with
I've
this?
seen 20, 22, 25.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Is it? I mean, 10's not even on the screen anymore. But they do have like custom tip or
They
something.
make you feel guilty if you do 10%, because it's not on there.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway,
And I'm like you. I
mixed feelings.
don't really mind tipping because I understand. You know, they don't make a lot of money anyway.
Yeah.
The waitresses or waiters or the people that do that, you know, they depend somewhat on those tips. So.
yeah.
And speaking of tips, here's a tip for you. Good morning.
I'm a tipper.
You're a tipper.
He's a tipper, all right. He's always a tipper.
Yeah, I'm a tipper.
That's right. You've been a tipper all your life, haven't you, buddy?
Yes, sir. Teach as you tonight is do unto others before they have a chance to do unto you.
You know,
I
I've
like
never
that.
thought about it that way. But that's you know, usually we think about it as an afterthought.
Not that hippie youth group tonight.
Yeah, in fact, I think that's a good. You might have meant that to be funny, but that's a great thought. That's awesome.
You're a good man, buddy.
Yeah,
See ya.
See you.
See, there's a lot of wisdom in that. Because usually that do unto others is a reactive type response. You know?
It is.
So-
It is. Of course, you're putting a good positive spin on it.
Oh, are you? Am I?
Yes, you are.
Okay, maybe I thought about it the wrong way.
You're putting a nice positive spin on that. I'm glad that you did. I'm glad you did. What were we talking about?
We're talking about tipping.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so here's what I would rather see.
Okay.
If we're going to go 22%, that's okay. But what I would like to see is this, and I think it would help a lot of restaurants out, is put a line on there for the cook.
Yeah.
You know, hey, I'll give 10% to the cook. You know why? Because it's hard to get cooks because they're back there, for lack of better words, slaving over a hot stove and cooking this stuff up. You know, there ought to be a tip for the server and a tip for the cook. In fact, there is a Waffle House down in Anniston, Alabama that we used to go to when we go to the race. We always went to this Waffle House. And there was this big black guy that was on the grill back there.
Yeah.
And he, you know, they were yelling out these things, and he's got it. I mean, he's the only one. He's got it going on. And he's got this show going on. Well, guess what? Yeah, we left him a tip. Man, this guy earned it.
Yeah.
You know, we're like, how do we get this guy some money? Just hand him the cash, you know,
Yeah.
because he
Pretty cool.
Yeah. And I feel that way, you know, about some restaurants. I don't know this. I don't run a restaurant, but I would think that getting people to cook would be the hardest position to fill at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And why not? You know, why not?
Now,
take
if
the
you
cook?
really want to be impressive,
Yeah.
if you're taking, let's say, clients out,
Yeah.
and it's more of a specialized dinner, maybe even on the high end of things,
Yeah.
and your waiter or waitress comes, tip them on the front end before anything's done.
I've never done that.
Say, look, here's your tip for tonight. Take care of us, and they'll make sure they do the rest of the night.
So what about when you're talking most?
Now, I've never done that, but I've heard about it.
You've heard about it.
I've heard about it.
That's foreign to me. So I'm trying to think about when.
Now this would be to impress your friends.
Oh, well, when I'm eating, I'm not really trying to impress anybody. So you know, don't look my way. 'Cause, you know.
Yeah, I was watching something somewhere, and this lady said, if you really want to have great service, and you got, you know, a table of people or whatever, you're entertaining, tip the waiter or waitress on the front end, and they will take care of you the rest of the night.
So what was it? Was it on Dumb and Dumber where they tipped the host to give them a better table, and it's like a handful of pennies that it's like dropping through their hands?
Sounds right.
I forgot which movie that
That
was.
sounds right. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
you start the tipping at the door. Tip the
You know,
hostess.
there is, Teresa and I went to a pretty nice restaurant a few weeks ago, which we don't do a lot, but every once in a while we went to.
What do you consider nice? I want to hear this.
Well, this one happened to be Sperry's up in.
Oh yes, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yes.
Yeah, that is a nice restaurant.
Yeah, Mamie and I just drive by and wave. That's what we do.
Well, if we don't do it often, I'll just say that. But I'd never been.
Yes.
I'd never been, and I said I've always heard about
You
it.
go to Sperry's or Perry's?
Sperry's
Okay.
in Cool Springs.
Yes.
So I'd never been, but that was our first time to go up there. And the waiter that came, I think he was from. Anyway, he was foreign, but
Yeah.
an American citizen. Why can't I think of Puerto Rico?
Okay.
He was Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
And the reason I know that is because he was so friendly and nice. He was so good.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of really a pleasant experience and he, interacted with us and told us about everything. It was pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
Pretty nice. And he was telling about he was really into the World Cup
Oh yeah.
because his kids played soccer, and so he was talking about that. So it was nice.
I think soccer's going to take off big time because.
Well, it already has.
Yeah.
I mean, it already has.
President Trump was saying that the World Cup is 4 times larger than it has been in the past. Because, and I watched the Egypt, I don't know, I'm not a soccer person, but we got mesmerized with the Egypt, they were playing, I forgot who they were playing. But anyway, maybe Argentina, or something like that. But anyway, they were playing in Atlanta yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And man, it was a great game.
Well, I only watched part of one game, but it was a game where U.S. got beat by Belgium.
Oh yeah,
and
there was some controversy there.
That might have been, but I got tickled at some of the comments I've seen online. People are like, the media duped us again, making us think that we really had a chance to win.
Yeah, exactly.
When we had no chance to win.
And President Trump intervened and got the commissioner to change his mind on the red card guy. One of our best players got red carded and was unable to play, but they got it reversed, and that tore the whole community up.
Yep.
But what I really liked is that there was all these folks that were there to root on their teams in Atlanta, and I've read so many comments online about how they really love America.
Yeah.
When you talk about the World Cup, it's actually the World Cup. I mean, there's like 64 different countries around the world.
Yeah.
It's not like the World Series. All those folks live in America.
Well, I'm just saying that soccer has not been an American sport until recent years.
No, that's right.
So we had no business thinking we were going to win it.
No, but even back when I was mayor, and I had been mayor for 8 years, but even when I was mayor, we had more kids sign up for soccer than we did Little League.
Oh yeah, and it's big. I've been poking at it this and that, but I understand it's a very popular sport. It really, really is.
Those folks run all the time.
That's the reason why it's not popular with me. I can't run it.
Well, what they ought to do is they ought to get a bunch of us old guys out there and do it.
No.
We'd be sitting down.
No. I'll be the coach.
Oxygen
I'll
masks
just be on the sidelines
and stuff like that.
Did you see the America's coach though get so mad?
No, I didn't watch that.
He was like, there was so one of the plays after they scored one, they showed him on the sidelines. You know how they have those racks of like water bottles?
Yeah.
He kicked it. He kicked the water, and it just went everywhere.
Well, and it's not like they lost 2-1 or anything. They lost 4-1, right?
That's a stomping.
Yeah, that's a bad stomping.
That's a stomping in soccer. Oh my gosh.
In hockey, it's a hat trick.
A hat trick?
Yeah, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I don't know. Isn't a hat trick 3 points or more?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe somebody
A
does.
hat trick.
Yeah.
I've heard that term, but I don't really know what it means. I don't know what it means.
Oh, man.
Keith, I appreciate you coming in
wasn't
this
expecting
morning.
you to say, really? I'm like, yeah, right. Just agree and go on.
You didn't know I was asked questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. What do you think about Fetterman? He's thinking about jumping the ship on the Democrats.
I hope he does. So last time I was in Washington, D.C., I always got a story. I one up you on almost everything you say.
You do. That's okay.
So we're actually walking over to John Rose's. We got finished eating at the Capitol. Just an extenuation of extension of the story I told earlier. We're on the top of the ground now, walking across on the street, and this black SUV rolls up. and they're on Capitol grounds, and they're rolling on Capitol grounds, and the window's down, and it's John Fetterman. He's being taxied to the front door or whatever.
How about that?
Yeah, and so, you know, it's more common sense to him, you know, more than anything else. I don't like his deal about wearing sweatpants to Congress. I think there's some decorum that needs to.
I agree with that.
take place
I wish
there.
he would dress better.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like, he'd probably wear feathers to his preacher's funeral. You know?
But he speaks with more common sense than a lot of them.
Yeah, exactly.
He really, really does.
Exactly.
At least he's a reasonable human being. It seems like.
Yeah.
When it comes to something unbelievable. I don't know. So overall though, the governor's race now is between who?
To me, it's between Blackburn and Rose.
Blackburn and Rose.
Yeah, and what's the third guy? Fritz.
Monty
Fritz.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've not heard a lot of. Not that it means anything. I just not heard a lot.
Either way.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Rose going to pull it out?
Well, I hope so.
Because there seems to be a building momentum against.
But there always has been. Marsha's got a 25% approval rating in the Senate. 25%. I mean,
that just shows to go you once they get in power, it's so hard to get them out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she's built this war chest up over the years and stuff, and so it's just I don't know. It goes against the type of government that I'm for. You know what I mean?
And then you got what's his name, McConnell, that should have retired years ago.
Absolutely. And Lamar Alexander should have retired earlier.
Yeah, he should have.
And you know,
I liked Lamar Alexander as a person.
I did.
But he did nothing.
Well, I'll just be honest with you. The last time that I saw Lamar Alexander in Washington, D.C., like Joe Biden, I don't think he knew what room he was in, to be honest with you.
Really?
And it was sad.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. That happens to people, you know.
It does.
It's
but
just a natural course of life, but you need to step down and enjoy life.
It's almost a. I mean, I used to not be, but I'm beginning to be in favor of term limits.
Yeah, if I've heard people say, well, the vote is the term limit. You know, if you people don't.
That's
want
what I used to think.
Well, then why do you have it on the presidency then? I mean, if the people want to vote a president in year after year after year, then why would you have a term limit?
Yeah, exactly.
So if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander.
Yeah, I agree. But I doubt they'll ever vote themselves term limits.
No, or a reduction in pay.
Or anything like that. And of course, they exempt themselves from stuff that we have to pay for.
That's exactly right.
It's amazing that we've let them do it.
Well, it's not just at the federal level, it's state level too.
It's all over.
Yeah.
Anyway, me and you could fix this in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, if I could be president for one day, it'd be all done.
It'd be done. Well, buddy, we have run out of time.
I can't believe it.
We can't believe it. We got to go do the real job.
Yes.
Keith, I'll see you tomorrow.
See you
Good
tomorrow.
Lord willing. We do the quick Mart hour, so
Yes.
don't miss it.